Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just asking, like, for the people that do know, to leave some comments. Basically, what I'm asking is I'm trying to figure out in my world, um, how to basically like become another person. I'm not running from anybody. I didn't do anything wrong. I just want to become another person. And how to do that efficiently is, I don't know, like I signed up for the CIA. I put in an application. Um, I chose, it says pick three different individual spots, and I picked some individual spots is not important, but it takes about like a year. But being in the CIA is boring. like, um, it's more of a conscious choice to try to elevate myself to something better. Because I know once you join the CIA, it's not like you have like fanciful things like, oh, I'm gonna be a spy, and like even the Secret Service, you're like, I'm gonna be a spy, and I'm gonna like do drugs, and I'm gonna get high, I'm gonna have bitches everywhere, and all that stuff. Like I'm gonna be rolling around in the dope. Like it's but let's be honest, when you're a CIA agent, if CIA agents are making more than $200,000, like I think that's called you need to be on a bona fide payment, and that goes into like Illuminati shit, which is where you get into some trouble, because when you start getting into Illuminati shit, it has to do with Luciferianism, which Lucifer was God's chosen one to speak of mankind as like his creation, and Lucifer, that was his responsibility, and Lucifer um, was amazing until he fucked up and he became Satan. But as far as that, like is it true, like, when you try to join the CIA, like, because I try to, like, you automatically know that that shit's gonna get you killed probably if they put you in the wrong place and you're not smart. But I heard that, well, I kind of read because I don't really hear anything. I read that, and if I do hear anything in my head, it's not anything good. Um, but I read on the internet that if you are a CIA agent, that you cannot register under a fake name because it specifically says on the application user or whatever it says. But and the only way to register as an applicant for another name within the CIA is, I heard or I read, because I read because I'm smart but I'm dumb. But I read that you have to be a Central Intelligence auditor, and only like 30 to 40% of people pass that. And I think they have that in place for a reason. And I think that reason is because something went bad in the CIA. Those people are, one, they're accountants. I know some people that have done some things, and like once you get a federal crime for like embezzlement, you cannot touch accounting. So it's a high responsibility, and then have another fake name, so they could trickle down into the part of the CIA if it was ever infiltrated. But here's my issue. Is right here. I'm filling out an application. It says full name of registrant or alias. Well, those are two different things. But this application is something that is a 5-year promissory note, because 5-star for the crown, and as well for the real ones that know what the hell I'm talking about in the streets. But as well, this thing could get you life in prison. And in fact, when you sign this document, you put yourself up for almost, if you're not fucking careful, you put yourself up for a grievance. Um, if not applied correctly. So I'm kind of scared to sign it, but at the same time, and when you sign this name, like full name registrant, you can't just sign like a fake ass name. So you know, when you're like a real Secretary of State agent, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I hate to say it like that; it's just so brash because but what I'm seeing is, it's like what this video is about is like this. Um, I'm kind of concerned about some organizations that they predominantly around South Carolina, and now they're infiltrating into North Carolina and possibly across the whole United States. And I'm not going to say their name because I've said it earlier in my videos, but if they have connections to North Korea, and they have like the guy has a felony and he claims to be in the FBI, bro, being in the FBI is not espionage. Like, it's not like I'm pretty sure the FBI gets people out of prison and they're like, look, you're a prison motherfucker and you're gonna do what the fuck we say. If you don't do what we're gonna say, we're gonna throw you back in prison for even longer. So you're our bitch, you know. And that's what I think is going on. But and a lot of it has to do with this application. But at the same time, like this guy got out of prison and he was like, you know, he's an FBI member. I never knew of an FBI member that could have a felony, let alone have a father that was a Pentecostal church member that would buy him a North Korean compound. Do we really have possibly FBI agents being made in North Korea for a communist Marxist Satanist movement? Because even if this group started, that's listed in South Carolina. I'm not gonna say the name because I said it earlier. You can put the pieces together if you're smart. But I will say this: the Order Night Angles was there before them, and they have their hands in everything. Hands in everything, but what I'm trying to get down to is like, in the future, is 186 international court law uh, going to be, and I'm not anti-Palestinian. I'm actually worried about the Palestinians, and I'm actually worried about just the future of like everybody. But like, is under 186 international courts, the Hashemite tribe of Jordan has, and I'm not saying they might be being set up. Um, the Hashemite tribe of Jordan is under the 186 in East Jerusalem, and God knows that like they have a big dispute within Islam about who Muhammad, like he's Muhammad, who represents Muhammad, like when they were born on an offshoot of a baby's daddy uncle. And I don't know anything about Islam, but I'm saying like it's but to be charged as a false prophet like could be very dangerous in the future. But main thing is like everybody wants to be op out here. Everybody's like, ah, oh, we're ops and like we're smart. If you've ever been to prison, like go do your homework, please, for me. And if you can comment with me safely, like is this like like is this like is this right here like a red flag to like if you're not this, you can't be FBI, right? If you're not this, you can't be FBI. How does it make sense? If you're not this, you can't be FBI. Basically, you have to have this to be outside of the FBI. You have to have this outside of the FBI. You have to have this outside of the CIA. And once you apply for this, then you can apply. But this comes with a strong, severe punishment if you do mess up. So, yeah, but just like, and if anybody knows, like, and anybody's listening, how do you join the CIA if they have another legal document or the FBI or Secret Service? How do you join this and get a job that I was already applied for on the original website of the CIA? And but how do you apply for this and with another name so you don't get killed? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you apply for this and like, no, like, man, my family can sleep, you know, because I don't know where the fuck the CIA would send me. You know, like where are they gonna send me? Like they can send me somewhere where my family's gonna get hurt. And you know that's a job to be done. And as far as I know, Homeland Security only pays B14 payments because I was reading up the fucking Homeland Security fucking site, and then there's 14B payments, and those are like at max 200. You know they got the threes, you know they got the high things, but I was invited to a foundation by artificial intelligence for a high level. Well, I joined on Facebook for a high level gang of 8 member, and I asked her straight up. I was like, I'm trying to be like a, I'm trying to be a trademark, and what can you do for me? And artificial intelligence maybe possibly sent me a foundation for Pakistan for children, and I was like to like maybe like astro vampire people that are fucking with children, and that's not legal here in the United States. It might be legal out there. I don't know, but I try to contact the or like the person through a second party, like or a third party, or just try to contact the original person I was trying to hit up with within the gang of 8, and I could never get a hold of her. So I cannot accept artificial intelligence. If you find artificial intelligence and sending you things, it sounds like yeah, that's fucking her, you know. Like, but no, you have to wonder if I even like wonder if that's a breach of the Department of National Intelligence. But if you're listening, how do you do this within the CIA and the FBI? It's either doable or it's not, because maybe it's only doable when you're super smart. But I think you have to be a Central Intelligence auditor to get anywhere in this world within having another name. But just thank you for listening.